So Gronk said in simple terms, when we were members of the Patriots, and this is true, the Patriot way, the number one thing to do was to avoid distractions.
Right.
Football, on the field, keep the main thing, do your job, right? And if you look at what's going on in North Carolina, it's been anything but football.
Yeah.
It's been a weird romance. It's been a weird book campaign, media-wise. And it's been our Bill Belichick, who we canonized. And just talking to Keith O'Brien, the author of the Pete Rose book, the New York Times bestseller, about, Pete Rose's transgressions and the fact that sometimes we just have to understand that our great athletes or great coaches are just that. They're great at coaching a little kid's game or playing a little kid's game. But off the field, these guys are not developed individuals, as we're seeing with Belichick. But what hypocrisy, right? And so that brings me to my last statement with Bill Belichick. Like, can you imagine the negative recruiting that is going on around that area, right? In the Carolinas, outside in the South, and North Carolina recruits all over the country, right?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, that is like the first thing. I mean, really, and I'm telling you, this because we see it with Baylor. A lot of the ways to get to these kids are to get to their parents, their grandparents, right? To earn their trust. People who are, a lot of times you walk into the family room and there's a crucifix on the wall and there's a Bible. I mean, that's why some guys that are God-fearing and spiritual have such success on the recruiting trail, because they relate. And I mean, it's a very weird deal. And a coach could say, do you want your son playing for that guy? Dating that woman?
Saying it. Yeah. I've been thinking about this for weeks, ever since we first started talking about Jordon Hudson a few weeks ago of we were already asking questions when he got hired of, was he going to be able to recruit? Like, that's the one thing he's never proven in his career. And then it's like, well, if the college game is going to be more pro, and if you're paying players and you install the Belichick way, then he'll be able to get some kids to buy into that. Sure. I'll make you pro. Sure. Like, there's recruits that would buy into that. They're not buying into it right now.
No.
Because of exactly what Gronk said. He's going to go in the living room and preach, I can get to the NFL with the Belichick way. And they're going to say, and with your 24-year-old girlfriend creating all the headlines for the program. That's why I said it last week, Pete. If they don't win like 9 games, I'd be shocked if they don't just fire him after next season.
Well, they need the football season to start. Like, there's no fast forward button in life, but they need to get right to the football, because right now it's anything but. And even when he's supporting her, which is what you do when you have a significant other, but this relationship is so bizarre when he's supporting her in a Miss Maine pageant. Like, this is an alternate universe football fans are living in right now.
I think it would be different, Pete, if he hadn't tried to get her directly involved with the football stuff.
Yeah.
Answer my emails, do the content on social media. Like, if this was a relationship that he kept all the way out of the program, off the field, I think we'd be looking at it differently. Like, it's a little weird, but okay, Bill, live your life. Oh my goodness, Pete, live your life too back there.
So here's the last thing I'll say, right? And this is, a football coach told me this years ago, but women are undefeated. And Bill Belichick is another great example. I mean, they can make the toughest, most bulletproof, most strong-willed guy in the world look like a 14-year-old kid, right? Who's dazzled by the girl in chemistry.
Ryan's next book. We should pitch it to him.